MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and LoanDepot Park in Miami. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Elieser Hernandez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
And stepping in, Ronald Acuna. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, now they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you could win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees, our game time temperature. And a little off to begin the afternoon, as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ozzie Albies stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch popped up. Anderson in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the center fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
3-0 now. Jorge Soler is on deck. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
2-1 now. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Miami. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Ian Anderson gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as a starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Into the box, John Birdie. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Marlins, the right fielder, John Birdie.
Here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels. Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 264 is average entering play, 5 homers and 25 driven in. The 1-0. Weekly hit towards first. Scooped up, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jesus Aguilar. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
2 out, nobody on. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. Braves lead this one 3-0. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch of the AB now. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Very weakly on the ground. The payoff pitch one more time. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Batting eight, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. One there to Aguilar for the double play.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 36.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Ian Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Aguilar has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. Braves go down without a whimper here, but they lead it 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters. Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try again. 1-2. And he struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average for him at 267 on the year. 5 homers, 27 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Anderson tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
The average sits at 286 here to start play. 5 homers, 27 driven in. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Anderson, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail in this one 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronald Acuna. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Pitch on the way.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Two and one. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. That's out to the gap in right center. It's down for at least a base hit. With his speed, perhaps more. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive and early going. The first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the 3rd.
Now the 1-0. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. No one out with a runner at second. And oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Now here's a swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here. So he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. strikes. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He singled in his first AB. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. No outs, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And the Braves just have it working, as this is going to be good for extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Jesus Luzardo is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. To the plate now, Austin Riley. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A runner at second, nobody out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Aguilar battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now Eddie Rosario. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
The right fielder, Jorge.
In is Jorge Soler, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Aguilar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's the Braves 5 and the Marlins nothing. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jazz Chisholm, and they could use a spark from him here. And now the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. And he had to know that pitch was coming.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. In now, Alex Jackson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Jesus Luzardo. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The right fielder, number 4.
So now here is John Birdie, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Miguel Rojas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for Miami. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. 1-1. And he misses 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the pitcher,
So here now is the pitcher, Ian Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. To second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the first pitch to him. swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Miguel
The
Rojas.
shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
First offering on its way, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Aguilar and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 11 for him on the season. And it's now a 5-2 game. Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Up next for the Marlins.
At the plate, Jesus Sanchez. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Third baseman.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. And now the first pitch. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Now the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We played 4. It's the Braves 5 and the Marlins 2. So stepping in is Freddie Freeman. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch on the way. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. A runner at first with no outs here. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. At the plate now, Jorge Soler, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Freeman at second. Riley is over at first with 1 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Braves strand 1. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Marlins,
All right, thanks, Heidi.
second baseman,
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
To the plate now, Alex Jackson, as he'll take a look at ball one. Struck out in his first at-bat. Popped up.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
A 1-1. We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Joe Panic will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. In his career, Panic carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. Next, here is John Birdie, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Atlanta leads it 5-2. Jordan Holloway takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Now here's the first offering. Fouled away. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, number 7.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Pitch on the way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ian Anderson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. To short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-2. Ready now is Miguel Rojas, singled in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Now here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Swing and a liner. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Next to hit is Jesus Aguilar. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
1 ball, no strikes to count. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. The batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Jesus Sanchez. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Kyle Wright makes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. So now to the plate, Brian Anderson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. ground ball sent back up the middle. Albies scoops it up. One there on to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Center field, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now the pitch.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
This pitch is popped up. And there's out number 1. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now a swinging bunt. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Austin Riley will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. As a look, now the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Chisholm is there, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're still out in front, Now to bat, Garrett Cooper. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The left fielder, Garrett Cooper.
First offering. And that misses low and away, ball 1. And he'll step off and try and reset. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Marlins right now would do anything to get a leadoff walk to get this inning started.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Ground ball right side. Albies brings it in, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So the next to bat will be Alex Jackson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now here's the first offering.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They trail 5-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Anthony Bass will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Sandy Leon is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now at the plate is Eddie Rosario, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Jorge Soler stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Popped up. Anderson has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
So next to hit is Travis d'Arnaud. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes.
High and deep to right center. A ball that's carrying. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Dansby Swanson as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. No hits to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. d'Arnaud at second with 2 down. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 2-out double left stranded. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. So now into the box is Sandy Leon, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Chris Martin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. A pause and the 0-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And this will be fouled away. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, John Birdie, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Albies picks it up to second for one. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins down quietly, and the deficit remains 5-2. Zach Thompson enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Jock Peterson will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. First pitch of the AB on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And it's fouled away. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ronald Acuna. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the ninth.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Fouled away. And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. Dribbled down the third baseline.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
A little bouncer. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Braves, and it remains 5-2. Richard Rodriguez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Jesus Aguilar stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez, singled last time up. Now the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game. Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the AB on its way. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Albies brings it in. Throw to first. He'll be in time to get him, and the Braves have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 5-2 the final today. Atlanta hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Ian Anderson earns his 8th victory of the season. Elieser Hernandez only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. Richard Rodriguez